This is RadioFire.com. Yours truly, Dominic K. in here. Radio on Fire Studios here in Baltimore, Maryland. Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by the 2017 Baltimore Music Awards. Nominations now underway for the 7th annual Red Carpet event. All Baltimore artists, DJs, radio shows, radio stations are eligible. Visit BaltimoreMusicAwards.com. Enter your choices before October the 9th. The 3 nominees with the most nominations will move on to the next round. Finalists in every category will be announced Wednesday, October the 11th, live on the Diamond K Morning Show and also at BaltimoreMusicAwards.com. Special guest in the building. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
What's going on, Baltimore? It's yours truly, DJ Tool Rock in the building.
All right. So, what part of town you from?
All over Baltimore, no particular part.
No part. You're not claiming.
I just claim Baltimore. That's it.
All right, well, that's good. I used to be like that. Not with Baltimore. I used to be like that with girls. Like I'm not claiming nobody. Yeah, got me nowhere. But anyway, that's good. So DJ, you how long you been DJing?
For like 22 years.
Okay, he's official. So we can have a real conversation. So you remember mixing on turntables then?
Technique 1200s.
Okay.
MK2s.
Okay. So a lot of times people come through here now, some of the younger guys, and they just, never mixed on turntables before. And so it's always hard talking to these children. And but it's all good.
I mean, in my personal opinion, that's how you should learn how to mix anyway. Because nowadays I don't even call them DJs, they push and play DJs. They button pushers.
Yeah, like the sync button and controller. What do you use now?
Right now, unfortunately, I have a controller, but I also have a set of 12, so I'm still good.
Yeah. I mean, I think that is good. I like the controller. It is convenient. Carrying a hard drive as opposed to carrying the crates of records is good. No?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So it's so for people that don't understand the difference is when, and you can still use a laptop to mix with your turntables because of software. So people don't understand. Controllers it's a piece of equipment, electronic equipment that allows you to manipulate the MP3 files, just like you would a record. You can spin it back, scratch it, speed it up, slow it down, and all that kind of stuff. But it takes some of the fun out of it. You know how you could backspin a song on the record, on the vinyl, and that is when you. Like they did, what was the thing on Netflix? The Get Down. You know how they're running this one particular part of a song back and forth. That is like a fun thing for a DJ. Now with the advent of controllers, you can push a button and do that whole thing, and you don't even have to have no skill. How did you get into DJing?
It's crazy because I told my grandma at the age of 6 years old. After seeing the MC Hammer concert, he had a live DJ with him. Then I was going to be a DJ at 6 years old, and at the age of 12, that's when I started. So
yeah, so
just for my love of music.
That was and his DJs were good. They were both from Oakland, and his DJs were good. Hammer is official. I've talked to Hammer on a couple occasions, and so you were inspired by that. So I started out on a component set, okay. So a component set is, if you remember, for some of the older people, your parents would have like a tape deck, it's a radio, and there's like a record player on top, right? This is not the record player that they envisioned you to mix with, but I had 2 of those.
Absolutely.
And that's how I started. And so what did you start with?
Honestly, I started with 2 record players, like you said, and then I went to some belt drives, and then I fell in love with the Technique 1200s.
Oh, definitely. Belt drive, and y'all don't know what that is, because a lot of times we have to translate. 3 DJs were in here. We're having a conversation, and she could not understand what we were talking about. We're just talking about regular stuff. We like 1/4-inch jack, XLR, just little stuff like that, basic stuff. Of course. She's like, what are y'all talking about? It was very funny. But so belt drive is when there's an actual rubber band, picture like a rubber band, a thick rubber band that's making the record spin around. And when you scratch, it slows everything down. and then you try to release it, it's like, and then it comes back to the regular. You know what I mean? Not good for scratching. But so 1200s. Like, what DJs did you were inspiring to you?
It was a lot. Kid Capri, of course. Jam Master Jay, Baltimore Wise, of course. K Swift, Rod Lee, a couple of people.
Yeah.
But my favorite, of course, is Kid Capri.
Kid Capri.
As far as old school.
Yeah. I like Kid Capri. I like Kid Capri a lot. He talks a lot. Do you talk when you're mixing?
A lot of times I do. I talk a lot of shit.
Like, so talking like shit like what? Like, y'all DJs can't fuck with me. Like that kind of shit.
I mean,
get up and dance, motherfucker. Like what?
I mean, it all depends on the atmosphere for real and the energy of the crowd. You feel what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people don't realize that I'm in a wheelchair and I can DJ. A lot of people misjudge it because I'm in a chair. So when I actually do a show or do a set, I'm very interactive with my crowd. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'll get out my chair and climb on top of speakers with the wireless mics and do all type of crazy
What?
stuff.
Are you serious?
No bullshit.
When is your next party? I need to be there. I need to be there for this.
I'm working on setting one up right now. So
Okay.
as soon as it's done getting set up, I'll send you that.
Please do. So, I mean, being interactive with the crowd is good. That is definitely good. So, do you think people judge you like on site? Like, okay, how can you do this?
I'm gonna tell you a story. I'm not gonna put the person's name out there because they're well respected here in Baltimore.
Okay, he said quote unquote well respected.
But I did a talent showcase for my cousin 1 year, and a lot of people, like I said, don't know I'm actually in a wheelchair and I can DJ. So when I get to the venue, this particular person goes, I told y'all should let me get my peoples to do the show, but y'all got some crippled motherfucker in a wheelchair.
Oh, wow.
All right, fine. I didn't say shit.
And you actually heard him say this?
He didn't know I heard him say it.
Mm.
So I go set up, sound crew, set my 12s up, all that shit. I do the show, kill the show. Everybody saying, thank you, I appreciate it, whatever the case is. So my cousin, after the show, comes over and was like, get this particular person a handshake. And I was like, I'm not giving him shit for real. I said, and I'm going to tell you why. He didn't think I heard what he said, but at the end of the day, I heard what he said, and he's probably not going to be man enough to tell you exactly what he said. And of course, he bitched up like a coward and didn't repeat exactly what he said to my cousin. So I told her exactly what he said, and I was like, at the end of the day, there's no hard feelings. I'm a grown man. Just don't ever in your life again judge a book by its cover. I left it alone.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's very big of you.
Yeah. But he's highly respected in Baltimore.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, that's very unfortunate. What style of music do you like to mix the most?
I can mix anything, but everybody says I'm the shit when it comes to club music, and I really paid attention to Swift a lot. So that's where I get a lot of my inspiration from, as far as Swift and people like that. So club music is fun for me. I like fast, up-tempo shit anyway. So I really
yeah. Swift was a good person. Did you ever have a chance to meet her?
Man, Swift had numerous conversations. On the air sometimes and off air at the club. So we had a few interactions.
Mm-hmm. So club music, like what? So if you at a party, right?
Yeah.
And let's say that this is an older crowd, right? Let's say it's 35 and over. What is the first record that you would grab to try to get them up?
Of course, one of my favorites is, of course, Follow Me.
Yeah, that would work.
So when you hear that, a lot of people automatically will set it off. It really depends on, like I said, my mood and the vibe of the crowd at that particular time.
Yeah. Well, how do you feel about trap music?
Trap music is trap music. They like it. I love it. 2 tears in a bucket. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep playing this shit. As long as you keep playing me, I'm going to keep playing it. I mean, like I respect everyone's craft, but nowadays this shit is not music. You know what I'm saying? This shit is I don't even know what to call it for real. Because for me now, as long as you got a high beat and a catchy hook, you feel what I'm saying? People want to necessarily gravitate to it, but there's really not no real substance to it. So like I said, at the end of the day, it's a craft. I respect it. That's their own lane. But for me, I hate trap music. I'm an R&B type nigga. So I would listen to R&B music all day.
Yeah. But you got to play what you got to play.
That's it.
I talked to a lot of people about this. How do you feel about requests?
It depends. Now, my thing is this, and I'm not being rude, I'm being honest. If you wanted a playlist, you should have got a goddamn jukebox. If you want somebody to come entertain your show and really give you your money's worth, let me do my job. All I can do is tell you everything that's hot, new and old, and everything else in between is going to be played. Now, I don't mind no requests here and there, depending on where I am in my set to make sure it fits.
Correct.
Outside of that, if you bug me constantly every 5-10 minutes, listen, you pay me $20 right now, I will cut what the fuck I'm doing and drop your dumb ass record. But until then, you're going to have to wait till it fit.
How are you able to deal with people coming up to the booth? It's like, yo, like play my song. Like I'm talking about literally like their song, like them rapping, or let me get the mic so I can spit some hot fire.
My security.
Yeah, a lot of times people don't they don't understand. Like in your mind, you're reading the crowd, you're trying to get into a rhythm, and somebody coming up to you saying something like throws you off. It really does. But they think they know. Like play the new whatever the new hot record is. I'm going to play that. I am, but not yet. Chill.
They don't understand that shit. It's a process. But for me, like I said, I don't. Sometimes it doesn't piss me off because I know they turned up, they drunk. So
yeah.
But when it's constantly every 5 to 10 minutes, I will get on the mic and tell them, look, I'm here to do a job. We won't get turned up. I'm going to play for everybody. Everybody's going to get catered to. And a lot of times they respect it. But of course,
you say it like that. Yeah.
Of course, you get the belligerent motherfucker that want to get all ignorant and try to get smart. But I just don't pay no attention. After a while. just turn my headphones up.
Like, can't hear you. How do you feel about like the wave of Baltimore rappers is really? I think that right now it's probably the best. I would say maybe in the last year or so, as far as people from Baltimore putting out music and it being embraced by people from Baltimore. Like, what do you feel about this current wave of rappers?
I like it. The ones that embrace it and respect it and take pride in that craft, I definitely respect it. There's a lot of good talent out here from what I've heard, what has gotten emailed to me. Of course, you still have some mediocre bullshit that needs to be worked on, but sure. For those people that are serious and honestly can take constructive criticism, I'm all for it. A lot of people can't take it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I had someone tell me they emailed their music to another individual, and the individual wasn't really giving them a chance and told them it was bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's all about opinion. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. Yeah. So at the end of the day, if you're an adult, you're a pioneer, and you are in this business, you should want to help out the younger people. If you're a true person and you know that they're serious about music. But I just look at shit different. I'm not your average person.
Yeah.
So
I can gather that. Like, anybody you want to shout out?
My whole team, everybody, my whole Tulsa Entertainment family, my daughter, of course, my mom, rest in peace, K Swift, and my ex Worldwide. That's about it.
Yeah, good group of people. How can people stay in touch with you or book you for events and that kind of stuff?
Of course, Facebook Tour Rock, Twitter _DJ Tour Rock. Of course, my official website, Tulsa Entertainment's finest.net. You can book me straight off the website.
Okay, that's what's up. Anything you want to say before we get out of here?
I appreciate you, bro.
Absolutely.
Outside of that, time to get back to work. Put out some more mixtapes, some more music, and work on some shit. Outside of that, man, just love life.
Yeah, absolutely. So you got new New music coming?
New music coming. Actually, October the 19th, I'm actually dropping a club intro mix for Swift.
Okay.
It's already done, so it's not getting officially released until her actual
birthday. Yeah. So that is fast coming up.
Too much
time has gone by. Yeah. I remember. Do you remember when you found out that she passed?
Honestly, I was in the house with one of her cousins. He was at my house when we got the phone call and flew straight to the hospital. So yeah, I was one of the first people to find out.
Yeah, that was crazy. I was in bed, like it was late, and Texas I started getting a lot of texts, and then it was like I thought that it was like a joke or something, like they had to be mistaken, and I made a couple phone calls, and when you start making a phone call, somebody pick up the phone and they crying, and it's like, and you can hear like then I realized that it was real. Yeah, so that was definitely crazy. So definitely want to say rest in peace. So I'm looking forward to you dropping that on her birthday, and people will be able to get that how?
They can listen to it directly off the website.
Off the website, okay. Okay.
I will have it on iTunes to download on the 19th as well. Everything's connected straight to my website. So
okay. And once again, what's the website again?
www.tossentertainmentsfinest.net.
Okay. All right. So definitely want to thank you for coming through. We want to take some pictures and all that. And definitely, y'all, I will see y'all tomorrow, 9 a.m. RadioOnFire.com. Thanks.